There is a need in our community for a universal change.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we give Him thanks for His coming and for His choice of one from among us to lead, teach, and guide us, and prepare for us the great reward that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala desires to give us for our 400 years of undeserved suffering at the hands of our open enemy. I thank Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I thank Allah for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I greet you, my dear brothers and sisters, in the greeting word of peace, of Assalamu Alaikum. To the city of East St. Louis and all surrounding cities in St. Clair County and beyond, where there is corruption and betrayal of the politicians to the people, injustice, lies, and more, we have to implement a need for change for ourselves by bringing back the old with the new. And as I said before in the first lecture of the message to East St. Louis, part 1, there's two things, which is unite and fight. We need to unite because if we unite, we become a very powerful people. Our voice, we become one voice, one motion, and then it becomes our way. And two, fight for freedom, justice, and equality. April 12, 2014 is the blueprint being presented to the urban communities in St. Clair County. So we as a people, a whole united, can step up and be accounted for. Accounted for our own so we can support our own, protect our own, and establish our own, and get along and live with and amongst our own. You may say that sound racist, Brother Keith, but Dr. King himself said integration ended up as merely adding color to a still predominantly white power structure. There are points at which I see the necessity for temporary separation as a temporary way station to a truly integrated society. My brothers and sisters, as long as you depend on the political power of Belleville and the rest of those St. Clair County devils, their crooked minions from East St. Louis, we're going to always be in a bad situation. I am presenting 5 things which will empower you with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about you, the conditions, what must be done, how can we come together, and how can we accomplish them. There are 5 things: education, resources, support, economics, and service. With these 5 things, and if we work together, we can do it. We need to support each other. We need to invest in all that barren land around East St. Louis. But we must first unite. We must come together and realize we are all in the same struggle, no matter what. No matter what city you live in, whether it's Centerville, East St. Louis, Cahokia, Caseyville, Collinsville, Belleville. As long as you are black, we need to come together. I was watching the 2012 documentary on East St. Louis called War Zone. And they are blaming the politicians because of all the corrupt bullshit that has come through there, and no one is selfless. Not either one of them is selfless. Even the Mayor Parks is selfless. It's not selfless. They are all selfish and sellouts for allowing the city to be embarrassed and shamed. Also, we are to blame because we voted them sellouts into office. Those bought and paid for Negroes. Oh, I love them. I love my black man. I love my black woman. I love them. I love my black people. But they have to also be saved and re-educated on their blackness and not their greed. The task is to educate you on self so you can realize who you are and what you are capable of achieving if you put your mind to it and stand on it. And by having this knowledge of self and what is going on around you, you will also realize you have to do something about and stand on it. Or better yet, act on it. And by utilizing those two, you will realize that you will be rejecting anything that's wrong and going on in your community, our community, and local government. All praises due to the law. Those 5 elements that will be crucial, very crucial, not change once again. They are support, which is to help and show you how to truly support all change. We will support you in all righteous endeavors to seek and maintain that change. Resources. I represent resources that will help those seek employment and to further education and get a trade in every way possible. Economics. Well, we all in common agreement that we all need jobs and an economic solution to maintain us and our cities without asking them for a hand. We do it ourselves. We have to establish our own businesses and not just establish them, but support them. We are constantly making the Arab, the Korean, the Chinese, and the white man rich. Let me let you on a little secret. They wouldn't support ours, but they would find ways to tax you or other ways try to make some type of money off of you. So no, I'm not a racist. I am a realist. And lastly, service. We have to be able to serve the people, our people first, and then our communities. This is real or we will lose. We must be of service to our communities and our youth. We are the soldiers, the shoulders that they will need to stand on. Just like we stand on Dr. King, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, Master Farad Muhammad, W.E.B. Du Bois, we stand on their shoulders. And they're going to need shoulders to stand on. So we have to be strengthened so they have their shoulders so for the next generation to stand on them. We must stand on God and stand united. It doesn't matter if you're Christian. It doesn't matter if you're Catholic, Baptist, Pentecostal, Apostolic faith. It doesn't matter if you're Jehovah's Witness. It doesn't matter if you're Israelite or Jew. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim. This is a universal call. A universal call. The final call. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has said it is sealed. Now it's time to save people. Save us from ourselves and save us from those devils in Belleville and those devils in politics in East St. Louis. We must stand on God and stand united to have victory with this task. Then after this, my brothers and sisters, come election. Who will be our stand on God and can't be bought politician? Let me ask that question again. Who will be our stand on God and can't be bought politician? So do your homework to see whom will be capable of running a city, protecting a city, especially a black one, and maintaining, because they want it back. They meaning the common enemy. That is why they are gating up the projects, building those damn bridges, combining schools and closing them down, allowing everyone to move to O'Fallon, Belleville, Swansea, and Fairview Heights, because you all know there was a time when we weren't allowed up those ways. And why are they doing this? Why are they allowing us to now come to Belleville, come to Swansea, come to Fairview? Oh, you have your little bitty, your little certain ones in certain areas, but now it's a mass migration there now because they want East St. Louis back, and East St. Louis is worth more than you think. A very, very precious and valuable city. So I ask you, my brothers and sisters, those that I grew up with, those that know me. Some of you know me in East St. Louis, Belleville, Cahokia, Centerville, Edgemont is Bushwick. Y'all knew me then. But my name now is Keith X. Brother Keith X. An FOI with the Nation of Islam. And I come back home to help raise you up. That you can wake up and see what's going on around you. And stop committing the crime against yourselves. I know how you feel. I know where you at because I've been there and I'm still there with you. It's just that I've been awoken. And now I'm trying to wake you. So come out and hear the message. Receive it, the word to the city. Because this is the final call. And now is the time. There will be posters put up with the date, time, and place. And let everyone know, because there's a need in our community for universal change. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan said, and it has to start with the man. Being a man of God means being a man possessed of the knowledge and the spirit and the power of God, anointed to do his will. Every man must be a man of God. And to those out there that think they're men because you carrying a gun, because you're on the block, because you're beating your woman, because you think that you have some type of control, and you're not with God, and you're not a man of God, then you're not a man. Black man, now is the time. Come join me. Come join me. Come support me. Come stand with me and by me as I support and stand by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It is time that we wake up. It's time that we know our history, not his story. It is time that you know your history of East St. Louis and why they want it. It's time that you see why they are trying to move you out of that city. And it's time that you see what you're doing to yourselves. You're hurting yourselves. You're hurting our women, our children. They have no one to look up to. No one to stand by them. No one to comfort them because they're putting us black men away. This is not the last one. There will be many more leading up to April 12th. But I ask that you take heed to these messages. May Allah bless you. May Allah keep you. And pray. Pray for me because these devils are getting mad now. And I need your support. Assalamu alaikum.
And it has to start with the man. Being a man of God means being a man possessed of the knowledge, the spirit, and the power of God, anointed to do his will.
our city, Allah. Help our people. Only you, Allah, can do it. Only you, Allah, can
To
cause change.
build a people